Cool. Welcome to Package Team's weekly retro. If I think Gigi's not here because it's not good for his time zone, so I'm going to read for him. Tag delete MR still pending with some rework and sparked some extra investigation. I'm looking to simplifying the code and checking how that impacts garbage collection. The second one, PHP Composer MR hasn't moved forward at all. I hope to be able to put more effort into it next week. Steve, over to
Um, for me, the main thing was just sort of the realization that Conan wasn't going to make 12.3. And that's mostly it for me this week.
I think the next point is mine, right? So the only thing that went not so well is that I had a small fight with the registry and Docker after I tried to run the EE version without problem on CE. I solved now. It's just that documentation needs to be followed very strictly.
My thing this week is that I didn't get as much help with the survey as I was hoping from marketing. They're hopefully going to share it out this week or the end of this week. So that'll move forward, but it was a little slow today or this week.
Yeah, I'm hiring is ongoing, but we don't have any offers out yet for the Go position we're trying to hire for. I have to get through that process. I wish that was moving quicker because we could certainly use the help. Lots of issues in container registry holding up single code base migration. Got some notes that need to go through and add issues or at least work with you, Tim, to figure those out. The container registry is up to 2 petabytes, and that's a lot. So yeah, something to deal with. Over to you, Tim.
Overall, I felt like it was a productive week, but there were a few things that I didn't get done. I wanted to get the 12.3 blog post done this week, and I didn't get it done. And I was hoping to create a smaller issue for NuGet that I didn't get done. So it's kind of a bummer. I think overall, a few things slipped this week, which doesn't feel great, but at the same time, it is still just around the corner. And we do weekly releases and continuous delivery, so it is good knowing that things slipped, but we'll recover and we'll get this stuff out. And we have been delivering a lot of value for our stage, which does feel good if you go back and look at the past several milestones. So it's not that bad.
Do you want to read for Gigi while you
Sure. Components conference was nice. It was great to meet other GitLabbers and chat with customers about GitLab. There was a presentation about pushing mobile apps with tools like App Center that made me wonder whether such a tool should exist inside the GitLab ecosystem as well. Has anyone considered that before? Good question. We could open an issue about that. He sent over a presentation that I haven't looked at yet, so I'll take a look, and if there are any issues to open, I'll see if I can open one. I'm happy that GitLab EE is merging with CE, and I've made more progress with the package metrics and hope to get something merged next week. So, Steve?
I'd second that. It's nice that EE is going to be merged. And hopefully, I think I have one CE issue in progress that hopefully isn't going to be too difficult to work out. For me, I finalized the Conan Workhorse route this week, which was mostly just writing a test. The actual route itself didn't have too much to do, but I did learn a lot about Go in general and a whole lot about how Workhorse works, at least in regards to package uploads and file uploads. The Conan merge requests are splitting really nicely, and it's working out really well with the reviews. They're much more manageable. I think the reviewers are probably having much easier time getting a thorough review done. And it's really opening up my view into how to handle large issues and merge requests like this in the future. And like, for example, my single Conan MR is going to end up being around 10 MRs. So it was well worthwhile. Over to Nico.
Okay. So the onboarding is going good, I think, actually great. And beside what I said that went bad on with the registry, I think it actually spinning the code base and went really well as well. And also I had a lot of great one-on-one, be it the coffee chat or the conversation with John and Nick. And I've seen all happy people here up until now. I'm very happy about it.
Okay, so for me, I've had quite a lot of good meetings and sync chats and coffee chats this week. I feel they've all been like really, really positive and just like really good. And I've got a lot out of them. So I've really enjoyed those this week. Been helping Nico with his onboarding, just a little bit here, couple of coffee chats there. And that was a really good session. I feel it's going really well for him so far. I'm looking forward to seeing him contribute some code and hopefully start working on some issues next week. Next one is I've got a few MRs in progress. They're just little things, but they're all moving nicely, and they're all hopefully going to be merged like soon. I'm hoping either today or perhaps Monday, and that'll be really good. And then I'll read for John as well, seeing as he's not here. Nico is doing a great job onboarding and acclimating into GitLab, so that's really cool. Over to Tim.
Cool. Well, I think this one came up a bunch of times, but I'll say Nick shared some ideas for the front end redesign of the package registry, and we went over them this week. And they're all very much in line with what Ian and I have been talking about, and we're starting to turn those into issues and a plan for how we can do that. So it's really cool. That was a really fun meeting. And I'm feeling like we have a plan for the next several milestones, which is great. We have a plan for validating problems and solutions and delivering real value. I felt like before this that we were always like one milestone at a time. Like I was, okay, 12.2, I have 12.2 planned, and then that's it. And we didn't really have an idea of what 12.3 was going to be. But now we're really seeing like 12.4 to 12.6, is even 12.7 is like looking fairly planned. So that feels good. And I've had several users reach out to me and say how much they love GitLab and appreciate the work we've been doing on the package team, which is really cool. People send, because my emails and a lot of the issues are on the direction pages, people will send me random emails sometimes. And I had a user reach out and say, why aren't you doing Python? Which we were. They said it's planned. He said, well, anyway, I think you guys are doing a great job and I appreciate the features that you've been launching recently. So really cool to get positive feedback from users. And then I could read John's other one. Had some awesome conversations with Nick and Tim around overall UI improvements. So yeah, there it is. Over to you, Ian.
Yeah, so my big news was the survey went live this week, which is really exciting. We've already gotten about 14 people to fill it out. And the good news is that all of the results are kind of lining up the way I expected them to, which means the survey is not broken. Really great news. And then I am wrapping up the first job to be done as part of the Experience Baseline Initiative. And already I've gotten some great feedback about it does a great job kind of laying out the experience and where the pain points and opportunities are. So it was exciting to get some momentum on that. Dan, you're up next.
Thanks. Yeah, working with Maren and Yorick was pretty great yesterday, as much as it was kind of painful to see the areas where the container registry wasn't super good. It was really cool to sort of do almost like an impromptu dog fooding session of like, oh, what works? And oh, that doesn't work. And this doesn't work. So there's a list of issues to come out of that. This is a positive and negative thing. And Steve got a discretionary bonus. And everyone's doing great work right now. Do you want to add your thought there, Steve?
Yeah, I should have probably put this on what went well for me too. The week's been flying by.
Cool, and congratulations and thank you for your hard work. Nice job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I felt also pretty productive this week, like Tim mentioned. I think there's some stuff I didn't get to yet, but I feel like I've been getting through some things, which is makes me feel happy. And I started working on Go. I had a pairing session this morning with a whole other Steve, and I'm trying to contribute to the LabKit project, which is like a shared API for Go projects to handle like logging and instrumentation and stuff like that. So Sort of a side thing. It's not in anyone's timeline, but it lets me write some code, which makes me happy. So that's it for me. Action items. I think we want to follow up on Gigi's question, right, Tim? Do you want to put an action item in there for that?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Thanks. And does anyone else want to discuss anything? Is there anything that came up here that people feel like is worth discussing right now? And awkward silence. All right. So if that's all people want to get into, then we can call it here and just say hi to Gigi, hi to Chuck, hi to John, and everyone have a great weekend if you want. You don't have to. You can do whatever you like.